We're going to do all signs. I wasn't really planning on doing all signs today, but because it's been a busy day, I'm not gonna be able to record and upload, so I'm just gonna do live stream. In this one, we will look at whatever comes out, whatever that needs to be told, whatever messages, whatever advice. I don't know what's gonna come out. We'll see. Whatever comes out. So yeah, I heard it too. Is that a cat? Go check it out. You are the cat, not me. It's true, I'm a big cat, but it's your duty to protect this territory. Where are the people at? We'll wait for some people to come in and then we'll start. Hey, Cal, Wayne. Oh, you know, YouTube is back to putting usernames instead of like the handle. Why did they go back to putting the handle instead of the username? It's so annoying. Now I'm not going to be able to recognize the regulars. YouTube, stop using the handles of people. Let the username as it is. Stop changing shit that works. The fuck? Hi, Aditi. Raja. Andrea Tate. That's funny because I had a dream about Andrew Tate a couple of days ago. It's so fucking random. All right, shall we start? Let's get started. So, we're gonna do Ether. Four, 5, 5. Ophiuchus. Ophiuchus, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Stellium. Let's see whatever wants to come out for you, whatever message you need to hear. Let's see. Whatever you want to say to Ophiuchus. Wow, we're starting with the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups, I tell you. What the? Ophiuchus, are you gonna get married? Are you gonna live the single life forever? Forevermore? Yeah, you're getting married, honey. I don't know who you are, what you're doing, if you're dating this person already, or if I am in your future. We literally have the Ten of Cups, the Four of Wands, and the Star. This is like you attending your own wedding. And this is gonna be stable, healthy. The back and forth between the two of you is equal. This will be a true partnership. Like, this is the type of connection that I would clap for. And I rarely clap for shit. This is the type of connection where I'm like, bravo, you found someone that is worthy of you, and you found each other, you both are worthy of each other. This feels healthy. Which is like, here's the thing, if you've been on this channel, you know, I rarely connect to healthy people because most of the time we have a lot of drama. This looks chef's kiss. That tickled my lip. You're gonna marry this person. They can have Aquarius in their chart. For some of you, you could already know who this person is. Others, I could be in your future, meaning that this is telling you that it's coming your way rather than you have already met. Okay? So claim it. This looks healthy, beautiful. Let me see if there's anything else. Anything else you want to say about this beautiful, stable, healthy connection? You're going to be so protective of this person. Even if you are not the jealous type, you will be the jealous type. Be careful, Ophiuchus, of becoming a little bit overprotective. Especially if you've been in shitty situations and relationships in the past. Especially if that's the case. Because sometimes when we meet the one, we're like, oh, I need to protect you from the eyes of others. I need to protect you from any evil people out there. And you become like so suffocating. Chill. This person is yours. They're not going anywhere. If they were someone that is not healthy, maybe, you know, if there's like third party, this person will be swayed into doing something that they shouldn't. But this is a healthy person, stable person. This is an adult, you know, so you don't have to protect too much. You both are on the same page, so there is no need for you to control each other. So chill. You both want each other. The connection will be beautiful. There is no need for you to get protective. Remember, this overprotective jealousy vibe that you will get is not coming because this person is not reassuring you that the connection is solid. It is because of past connections where you felt, I could lose something here. This is too valuable for me to not protect, right? The same way that someone is starving and they find food, they become like obsessed. It's like, it's mine, don't take it. I'm gonna protect it from others. I'm gonna keep it a secret. Don't try to suffocate this person. There is no need to do all of that, okay? So just this bit of the reading is kind of like advice for you to be aware of how much you want to protect this person from anything that could disrupt the connection between the two of you. In fact, nothing will disrupt this connection between the two of you but your fear of losing them. Others will not be able to meddle between the two of you. You hear me? You will be the one. If you start to become jealous and protective, you are the one that is going to disrupt this connection. Okay, so keep in mind, there is no outside force that will get between the two of you, because the connection itself is solid. So be aware of yourself. If you get a little bit overly jealous or overly protective, kind of like ground yourself. Know it's coming from past connections that have not worked out. Okay? You don't need to go you don't need to go ninja on people's asses. Okay? You see how this person is like, I will fuck you up. No need. You're good. Chill. You're gonna marry this person. You're gonna have a beautiful, healthy connection with them. Okay? Alrighty. Hey guys. For the ones that are asking for personal readings, we do them on Sundays alone. Sundays, when you see me live streaming, it is for the personal readings. Yes, Mysterium, yes. Don't bring no weapons to the office. Hey, Lily. Thanks for spreading positivity, baby. I like it. Rocky, mi no hablo español. Inglés. So we just finished Ophiuchus, which is ether. We're gonna do fire signs next. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Stellium. Let's see. Whatever comes out, whatever spirit wants to say to you, whatever message you need to hear. Let's see it. So interesting, Sagittarius, because this is actually talking about your kindness. Your kindness is actually causing drama in your life. Which is interesting, because usually if you are kind, you expect things to run more smoothly, or, you know, it's like a good vibe, right? But it's actually backfiring on you. So this is giving you advice in regard to your life. This is kind of saying, be the emperor, especially if you are in spaces where you need to be the emperor. For example, let's say you are a boss, but then you act like you are one of your employees, you know, with your employees, you could be like really friendly or really lenient, really flexible, that people start to take advantage of your kindness and think that it's some type of weakness. And you create drama where you could have prevented that by just acting like a boss, because that is your position. So the kindness that you could be like, oh, I like to be kind to people. I'm not saying stop being kind, but you have to choose the right place and the right time for it. You can't be kind at the wrong time, at the wrong location. Does that make sense? Because it's actually attracting drama into your life. So be selective. Be more aware, think to yourself, is this situation going to get better or worse if I let things slide, or if I'm kind, or if I am flexible? Will it make things worse or better? Like, bring awareness before you choose to be kind. Which is an interesting advice because, I kind of get it, for example, if you are kind to the wrong people, let's say, or if you are kind in places or situations that you need to be asserting dominance or asserting a little bit of a power, like especially if you have some type of leader position, whether at work or let's say you are a parent and you have a child, you can't be your child's friend. Like there are like situations where you can befriend your child, for example, but you have to be the parent. You have to be this person that is in control, responsible, that is assertive, possibly even dominant, in order to keep the peace. Do you understand what I'm saying? So there is a place and time for your kindness. I feel like you could be like just being kind and thinking, oh, that's gonna bring the best outcome. Not always. And in your case, it's actually bringing drama. Because we literally have people here that are like, no, me, this card is literally 5 of Wands. So these are people that are fighting. Maybe these are people that are fighting because of your kindness. It's like, I'm more special. No, I'm more special. So this is the energy of, I need to be the leader. I need to be in control. I need to be in charge. Rather than always being kind. Okay. Let's see what else you want to say about this. There are actually people that are taking advantage of your kindness. And you need to stop doing that because you are the one that is going to pay in the end. So, for example, sometimes when you are nice, people perceive you as naive. Right? When you are nice and you're friendly and you're like, you allow people kind of to get away with saying things and you just let it go over your head. They think like, oh, okay, I can take it further, or I can push further, or you know what I mean? So this is telling you to actually let people know that, hey, there are limits, there are boundaries. I can be kind, but don't take that as a weakness. You need to show them where you can be kind as a choice, and show them that it is also a choice not to be kind. Because if you're always kind, they're going to think you're always like that. Okay, so if they think that you're always kind, they're going to be like, okay, it's not a choice for you, it's who you are. So if we do take advantage of you, we can get away with it because it's who you are. It's not a choice. Do you understand what I'm saying? So show people that it's a choice to show kindness. It's not a must. Because they need to know that there is this side to you that cannot be messed with. Do you understand? You need to embody the emperor. Okay, you need to embody the emperor position. If the emperor shows kindness or mercy, it will be on a good day. But that is not always the case. You know, the Emperor can be vicious. You need to be vicious when it's required. If you want to show kindness, it's selective. Alrighty? Because that is the best way that you can keep a handle on things. Otherwise, the drama will continue to roll in. Alrighty? Like sometimes, you know, like I'm going to give you another example. Sometimes, let's say, as a parent, you would understand. But let's say, you know, if you are a parent and you have your children fighting, like this card, right? Let's say you are a parent and you see your children fighting, right? That is when you're like, okay, stop. You, over there. You, over there. You have to show that type of assertiveness, right? Otherwise, if you're like, honey, stop, don't do that. They're gonna keep They're gonna keep fighting. Do you understand? Alright. So that was an interesting message for Sagittarius. Personal readings are done on Sundays. So if you do have a personal reading that you want to request, it is only on Sundays live streams. Scorpio not done, no. We just started. It's a long way ahead of us to Scorpio. I'm going to be doing Alexander, since you mentioned 2026. I do have titles that are going to be about 2026. So stay tuned for those. I will be focusing on the good things because I don't want to even go there. Like, I don't want to predict things for 2026 and then I'm going to tell people, it's going to be a shitty year for you. Okay, thanks, bye. So we're going to focus on the good things that will happen to you in 2026 because I want to raise the vibration, baby. And I like to do predictions when they're not too negative. Because remember, you have the power to change your future. Okay? Even when you receive predictive, negative readings, you have the power to change the outcome if you change what you are currently doing. Remember that. So don't be down when you hear like negative future predictions, because you have the power to change it. Even if it's fated, there are ways to deal with something. Even if it's fated, there are ways to deal with it where you bring more awareness to a challenge rather than being drained by it. Okay? Leo. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Stellium. Let's see, Leo, what do we have for you? Whatever comes out, whatever you want to say to Leo, whatever message that they need to hear. Leo, you are surrounded by pieces of shit, aren't you? I'll explain. This could be family, friends, colleagues. I don't care if it's even people you're dating. These are not really people that are going to help you advance and grow and become more. These are the people that will not support you when you are winning. These are the type of people that will tell you, oh, it's not possible. I mean, here's the thing. Sometimes, you know, people don't mean to actually say things like that or be like that intentionally. Like sometimes people are just downers. You have people around you that have a limited mindset. Like you see how this cat, you see how this cat is angry? You see, this is the Eight of Swords. You have people around you that are limited. And they are projecting that limitation onto you. Now, even if they don't mean to project that limitation, it is the people that you surround yourself with that start to take effect on you, especially over time. Like, we're not talking about people you see once and interact with and they are like a sad Nancy. You know, we're not talking about people that you see once and then you never see them again. We're talking about friends, family, people you're dating, or even lovers. And they don't really have the most positive mindset when it comes to life in general. Or they are people that are operating from a limited mindset. So there's always a wall somewhere. And they project that energy onto you, which keeps you, like, it's so interesting. This is the Four of Wands, but I'm seeing it in a negative way because this energy is negative, which keeps you restricted. Like, these are four pillars and it's keeping you limited because their energies are affecting you, whether you are aware of it or not. Sometimes we are affected without actually realizing that we are surrounded by like negative people or people that have limited mindsets. And because we are used to them, we don't really pay attention to those people that are around us, right? You only notice the negative things when it's actually like big enough for you to notice, right? So the subtle negativity in your life could be something that you get used to. So you need to look at the people in your life and be like the judge. Are they adding anything to my life? And I don't give a fuck if they are family, friends, or whoever they are to you. I don't care. I don't care. You need to look at them and say, okay, is this person adding anything? And when I say adding anything, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, in whatever sense, are they adding anything? Are they helping me grow? Are they helping me be a better person? If you have a lot of no's in those questions, get rid of them. Replace them. People are replaceable. Replace them. Even if it's family, you will find people that will be your family without being your blood. Okay? So I don't want to hear excuses about, oh, I can't, they're family, or oh, I can't. I've known this friend since I was in high school. I don't care. People change, especially if you are changing to be better, wanting to be better, but you are limited by the people that are not changing, that are still stuck in their own ways and in their own generational traumas that it's affecting your growth. They're holding you back. This is like dead weight. So you need to be looking at the people that are in your life and make a decision. Like, you know, you don't have to rush that decision. Take your time in your analysis, but be aware of your surroundings because it is actually affecting your energy and everything else with it. Let me see if there's anything else you want to say about this. You need to look at this logically, not emotionally. Remember what I said earlier about I don't care who they are to you. You need to look at them as if you are a judge. The judge cannot be emotional in court, right? They're not supposed to. I mean, I know there are judges that get emotional, but you need to be like the judge. Neutral. Are they good? Bad? Make a decision. Put them somewhere. And the ones that are not doing anything that improves your life in whatever way, Get rid of them. So you need to look at this logically. Okay. If people ask you for explanations like, why did you stop talking to me? You know, you changed. You do not owe anybody an explanation. So here's the thing, Leo. If you are courageous enough to do this, I mean, I'm sure you can, but I get it if it will be a little bit hard for you to stomach, you know, especially if these are people that were close to you for many years. But you really need to take your life seriously. If you want things to change, you're gonna have to make changes, you know? You're gonna have to make changes. So, okay. If these people, like I said, if they're like, tell me why, explain yourself, and you can't really find words to explain in a way where they will accept it mentally, logically, just provide no explanation. It's like, no, you know, life, busy. You don't have to be truthful. It's like, I'm busy. I'll see you when I can see you. Never gonna happen. Oh, sorry, you know, life can be busy sometimes. Never, you know, you don't have to really explain your reasoning. You don't have to say, oh, because you don't add anything to my life, so I have to get rid of you so that I can grow. You don't have to. You don't have to say these things. It's like, oh, you know, life, busy. If you don't want to keep them on red, until one day they're not going to ask anything, you know, they'll just get used to the distance. Do you understand? You don't have to explain yourself, because most of these types of people will not understand your position. It's like, oh, you're so selfish, you're not thinking about others. You know, it's just gonna create more drama. You don't need that. Keep it simple. Alrighty, well, there's that. That was an interesting message. You know, I think I should do more whatever comes out. It keeps it like unpredictable. It keeps it unpredictable, right? Hey, Janice. Do you record all the comments coming through? What do you mean record? Do you mean like it's replayable later? Yeah, the chat is replayable. So whoever that is watching the live stream after the live stream, they can see the chat. Corleo, hi. You know, I personally, if I know that the person will not understand where I'm coming from and I want to distance myself from them, I'll just ghost. You know? Because usually rejection is not well handled. Now, if there is a situation where you can tell people, you know, I need space in a way where they can understand and not, you know, be offended so much that they actually create more drama for you, then tell them, you know, communicate. But if it's someone that is impulsive, reckless, or even fucking crazy, or so negative that they are willing to, you know, like fight you or create more drama, fuck that. It's like, oh, I'm busy. I'll talk to you later, and that never happens. You know what I mean? I personally have done it so many times to people, and I will tell them, I'll see you later, knowing as I am saying it, that I will never fucking see you again. I'll see you later. Never. So you need to be able to tell the difference. If you can communicate And will it be acceptable for them? Or if it's a lost cause? Alright, let's see who's next. Aries. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Stellium. Let's see, whatever comes out, whatever that needs to be said, whatever message you need to hear. Let's see. Ooh, someone is eyeing your body. You must, this can be specific, you must be a gym goer. Even if it's not gym, you could be like into some type of sport. Whether you are a man or a woman, someone is drooling. I'm literally like swallowing my saliva. Someone is drooling over you. They're salivatating, whatever the word is. You know when you see something yummy? You have someone here that's like, damn, air is looking good. But it's purely sexual. Like it's animalistic. It's like emotions. What? No. I just want to fuck you good. So someone here is lusting by every definition. Does that make sense? Someone is lusting a little bit too hard on your body. They like the shape of your body. And I'm seeing muscular. Whether you're a man or a woman, you know? Like, I'm not saying that you have to be, like, massive. I'm just saying, whatever muscles you have on your body, whatever fitness, whatever gym, whatever sport, you're looking good. Everything is in the right place and it looks plumptious. Lusciously plump. I was trying to make up a word, but plumptious. It's plum and luscious at the same time. They can have Virgo in their chart. Yeah, this person is going to make a move on you. They're going to let you know. But this is, I feel like this can be something casual or a hookup. There is no in between. I feel like this is not, it doesn't feel like this person is going to have a future with you. Honestly, like they are not thinking with their heart. They're thinking with their dick up. You know? Like it's purely sexual. It's purely lusting. I'm seeing someone lick. I'm seeing someone lick the muscles. You know when you have like little, like when you have like bumps, like let's say your shoulder is showing, your tricep is showing. So there are little bumps of muscles. And this person wants to run their tongue on these hills of yours that you call muscles. They wanna. Okay. So there are lots of sexual thoughts here. You know, Aries, I've noticed the theme with you lately. Wasn't your last reading also sexual as fuck? I don't know. Yeah, even if this person wanted to have something emotional with you, they can't. They are either like an avoidant or someone emotionally unavailable. So this is not about developing feelings, having feelings. This is not someone that is in a good space in their heart emotionally for them to have something emotional with you, okay? So if you deal with this person, keep in mind it's going to be purely sexual. Now, depending on what you want and what you find acceptable or not, if you are okay with the hookups or the casual or turning this into some type of situationship, you know, have fun. But if you want something serious, you have to keep in mind that there will be nothing that develops here. So engage at your own risk. Virgo placements. Marcella, hi. Tyler, hi. So we finished ether, fire. We're gonna do earth next. I need the breather though. You know, I got a cushion because I sit on this chair a lot, but it's still not comfy enough. I think my ass muscles are pushing the cushion to crisp. It's so thin. There's supposed to be a bounce back. You know, I have a lot of people asking me about my accent. It doesn't matter which country I go to, they will always ask me that question. In fact, it is the most asked question, not only online, even in person. In person, every person I meet will ask me, where's the accent from? I have no fucking clue. There are too many countries in me. I have traveled too many countries for me to know which country it's from. Honestly, don't know. Even if I go to my home country, accent. Traveling, accent. It's just an accumulation of all the countries and all my travels and all the whatever. So, it's my own. It's INTJ accent. Delta, no. All right, so let's do Earth. Ooh, 43 for Virgo. Let's see Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Stellium. Let's see whatever comes out, whatever that needs to be said to you, whatever message. You know, Virgo, you have so many options, but are you ready for these options? What is wrong with this one? Stop. You have so many options, Virgo, but you're not ready, Virgo. It is not the lack of options. There is no problem here. I feel like you could be thinking, you know, yeah, I know I have options, but none of them actually do anything for me. Like, none of them are the options that I want. It's an excuse. You hear me? It's an excuse. You are not ready. You're showing up as someone that thinks, wants something, but you don't really want to get involved with someone more than just like the initial meeting. You have so many options, and there are good options that are worth the investment, but you are not in a place where you actually want to invest. You see how this person is turning away from someone here? That's you. Kind of looks like a Virgo, you know, the Virgin, you know? You have options. That is not the problem. The problem is you don't really want to go there. And if you are telling yourself none of these options are good enough, you don't even know people like that. Meaning that these people, these options that you have, you're not even exploring them. You're not even getting to know these people. But you are creating that excuse because you want an excuse to not be involved with these people. So it's kind of calling your ass on this one. If you are not, like, I feel like there needs to be honesty with yourself, you know? You don't have to convince me or convince another person. Ask yourself truly, do I really want something? I mean, even if the perfect person showed up in my life, would I try to find something wrong with them just to avoid being with them? You have to be really honest with yourself. Because the issue is not in your options. The issue is you not really wanting to be with any of them. Like anybody. Because I see you finding excuses. Now, granted, some of these options are a waste of your time. But there are also amongst these people that are worth the investment. Okay? Just be honest with yourself. You don't have to convince me, okay? Because a lot of people's like, no, I don't really care. I don't really care if you end up with someone or not. You just have to be honest with yourself. Am I really ready? Or am I just finding things that are wrong so that I have an excuse to not be involved? Let's see if there's anything else to say. You don't want to change. So your current situation as a single person is your preferred position. Like, you prefer it. Are you possibly trying to be involved with someone because that is the right thing to do, the normal thing to do? Because if you are comfortable on your own, and you think, yeah, but you know, I'm at that age where I'm supposed to be with someone, and sometimes I think to myself, I'm not normal if I'm not. Who cares what society thinks of you, first of all? If you do care about what society thinks, or if you have friends or family that are telling you, so, are you seeing someone? So, are you still single? When are you gonna get married? Or are you seeing some? If you care about these things, then they kind of affect your decision making a little bit. And you're like, yeah, I must be with someone, or I have to find someone. And you're doing it for the sake of how you are seen, rather than what makes you feel good. That is something that you need to pay attention to. Because if you are genuinely content being on your own, being single, then don't change. Because I see that you do not want to change. And so you try to find things that are wrong with people so that you avoid getting involved with them, when really you don't want to get out of this single or being on your own lifestyle. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's a choice. You don't have to be with somebody. You know, it's a choice. Be single as long as you like. And I don't care about your age. But if there are people around you that could be pressuring you into being with somebody, you need to stop letting these voices, their voices, to affect you. Just be, you know, honestly, the theme of this message is be honest with yourself. Who gives a fuck about what people think? Be honest. Be honest. You want to be single? Stay single. Yeah, I do see that sometimes you're thinking, yeah, but I want to be with somebody. Do you though? Do you? Do you? Look. I feel like every time you feel, yeah, I want to be with somebody, you also think at the same time, but they're going to be a disappointment. That is the conflict within you. Because what you truly want is, I want to be on my own, which is free from hurt, free from drama. But at the same time, there are moments where I see couples and I'm thinking to myself, I want that. But really, that's not really what you want. Do you understand? It's not really what you want. It's what you think you're supposed to want. There's a difference. Now, if there is anything emotionally that is blocking you from opening up to another person, possibly past hurt, past people that disappointed you, that needs healing. That needs healing. And I don't care how long you've been single. You know, if you haven't healed those parts, they will live in you forever. So if there is anything that is telling you, oh, you know, everybody is gonna disappoint me, that needs healing, especially if it's coming from past situations. Okay, because if you are already thinking about the ending before you even start with someone, what's the point? What's the point? If you are already drawing the conclusion that it's gonna end miserably, or it's going to end with hurt, don't even start. There is healing that is needed here. If you have some trauma from the past, that could be also playing a part in you being comfortable being single. Now, sometimes even if you've healed, you prefer the singlehood. You prefer this, you know, isolated kind of life, not isolation in loneliness, you know, you're not lonely, but there are people that prefer to be alone. Guilty. I prefer being alone. I thrive being alone. So if you are someone that is like that, rather than the emotional hurt from the past, then just be honest with yourself and stay single as long as you like. No one is putting a gun to your head. Right? And if you do care about what people think, ask yourself this: is it your life or their life? Next time your parent or your sibling or friends, family, or whoever ask you, so are you seeing someone? Just tell them, no, I want to be single. I don't want to be seeing someone. Tell them that instead of, no, I'm looking. Don't say that. Don't say, no, I'm looking. I didn't find anyone just yet. Don't say that. If you are someone that is content being on your own, just say, I'm not looking. I want to be on my own for the time being. I haven't changed my mind just yet. If I change my mind and I'm looking for someone, I'll let you know. But for now, stop asking me because I'm not looking for anybody. Say that. You know, don't let their voices try, you know, create this force energy of, ooh, I have to find someone, otherwise I'm not normal. In fact, you know, this, like, I personally think we are born alone, we die alone. If you want to have someone in your life, it is an extra, an addition. It's not a necessity, you know, that we have like a society that is set up on group mentality. That is not the human nature. The human nature is someone that can be on their own without any issues. But society standards, they put us, it's like, oh, you have to be in a group. You have to be with someone. You have to be coupled. You have to. I don't have to do shit. I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want. And if anybody says that there is something wrong with that, they are the ones that have something wrong with them. The level of dependency that they have on other people. If you are someone that is comfortable, genuinely comfortable, not actually like lonely, you know? If you are genuinely comfortable, That is your nature state. That is your natural state of being. So honor it. Okay? See, like idiots like Pavan Kumar, he says, unless you're married, you're incomplete. Now, if I dissect that, I would rather write a book about that. There are people that have that mentality. And most people have that mentality. But at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself, are you incomplete? Or are you trying to satisfy the opinions of others? That is something you have to be honest with yourself. You know, talk to yourself and find out. Pavan Kumar, go marry your cousin and shut the fuck up. Ugh. There we go. I'm not in the mood to debate idiots. Osho says that too. I don't know, I don't watch him. MGD, I suggest you find a prince. No, find a prince. A prince will not spend your money. You're talking about my nails? Yes, they are purple. Andres, hi. All right, let's see who's next. Taurus. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Stellium. Let's see. Whatever comes out. Whatever you need to hear. Whatever message that wants to come out for you. And we're starting with the devil. You are under their spell, Taurus. You are under their spell. Now, I'm not saying that this person is actually doing spell work on your ass, but it could be possible, you know. I mean, it's possible. The reason why you are hooked. The reason why you're hooked by somebody is because they have you wrapped around their finger. You know that this person is no good. You know that. You know that this person, like, you might know that there is no future. It is almost mission impossible to be with this person. There is no give and take. There is no reciprocation. It feels one-sided. But still you are hooked to this person. You are under their spell. You are under their charm. Whatever that means. They have you hooked. Okay. So this is not about love. I don't see love here. This is not about love. This is about control, power, lust, desire, and wanting the forbidden fruit. You know, like, for example, sometimes when people are not wanted by someone, they become even more obsessed. Because why do you not want me? Especially if you are someone that easily gets what you want. If you are a Taurus and you find it very easy to get whoever that you want in life, but this one is the exception, this is infusing your obsession with them. It's making you want them even more. So, maybe you already know this. Maybe I'm just telling you what you already secretly, at least subconsciously know. Maybe you know to some extent that this person is no good, but you are obsessed with them and you kind of have submitted to that. You know, it's like, I'm obsessed with them. I can't help it. I know they are no good for me. But at the same time, I don't want to resist it. Well, hey, it's your life. You want to be at someone's mercy? It's your life. As long as you're having fun. Because if it's getting to the point where it's creating negativity in your life and resentment towards that person, that is when you have to control yourself. But hey, if you are kind of comfy where you are, let's see what else. Let's see what else you want to say about this. We literally have the King of Cups in reverse. Whatever you are hoping to happen, it's not going to happen. This is a situation where you will continue to be in your current position with this person for as long as you tolerate it. Otherwise, nothing will change. You will waste years of your life with nothing changing. So this is kind of like piercing your bubble. I'm piercing your bubble. This message is kind of like saying, hey, you're not going to get what you're hoping to get with this person. Nothing will change. You either accept your current position in their life, which is in total submission to fuck all. You know, nothing was really happening. There was no reciprocation. You are under their spell, under their charm. And you accept that position, or you will continue on this path with them until one day you wake up and you're like, okay, that's enough. I've had enough. The possibility of this person being your karmic is also high. It is possible that this person is your karmic. There could be something about self-worth, self-esteem, especially if it took a hit since this person kept you at bay or outside of their life. Especially if you are someone that is used to being accepted. For example, if you make a move towards someone, the used to reaction is them reciprocating. If you are someone that is not used to someone rejecting you, and that hits your self-esteem, self-worth, and because your self-esteem and self-worth took a hit, you started to change your character for this person specifically, that needs to increase again. You need to work on that again. Do you understand? So this is someone that is costing you not only your time, but your character, you know, like you're making this person the exception. For what? They're not giving you anything. You know, they're not someone that is reciprocating anything. I see that this person is not wanting to change anything about your situation. So your insistence makes no sense. But like I said, sometimes people, because, oh, you know, you are someone that I can't reach, I can't have anything with. So my desire to have something with you is increasing. So if that is something that you are experiencing with this person, you need to be aware of it and, you know, slowly heal it. So that you are courageous enough to say, okay, that's enough. I've given this enough time, enough effort. I'm gonna take whatever that is left of my dignity, take it somewhere else, heal this, you know, stay away from this charm long enough for me to separate from it so that I can feel myself again. Because it's showing me that you will not have what you're hoping to get. Your position with this person is not going to change. The only thing that can change here is you saying enough is enough and you retreat. You take yourself out of this equation. Otherwise, this will eat at you slowly. We literally have the 10 of Wands. This is reaching a burnout. So, you have two choices, Taurus. Continue on this path and keep on persisting on being with this person that doesn't want to be with you until you have nothing left to give, or that you are completely burnt out and depleted. And that's when you're like, okay, I can't do this anymore. Or before you reach that, you can say, okay, you know what? It seems like this isn't going anywhere. I'm gonna stop here, take whatever that is left of me, and go somewhere else. Revive myself back to health, and heal from the situation. Because you are literally under their spell. They are the exception here. Like, I feel like if this was another person, you will never accept this type of treatment. But because it's this person specifically, you are making them the exception. Otherwise, you will not stand for this. Right? I do see that you are in your heart space. Meaning that you could be thinking that I love them anyway. I don't care if they treat me like shit. Is that something that you would say if it was another person? So they are the exception. You need to be aware that you are making a huge exception here for them specifically, without them actually giving you much. They could be giving you attention here and there, just to keep that spell on you, just to renew the spell on you, you know, if it's close to expiration. You know, they could be breadcrumbing you and you're thinking, oh my God, that is progress. It's not progress, honey. It's not. Nothing is changing here. So take your power back and leave this devil. Because they're literally showing up as the devil. Leave this devil and go hook someone else. Okay? They could have Capricorn in their chart, since we have the devil here. Ay, ay, ay. You sow a shadow, it's okay. Let them shadow. Oh, you are a Taurus stellium in Vedic? Capricorn is next. Honestly, Vedic, I recommend I recommend that people follow the Vedic because it's more accurate. Not only for readings, I'm talking about your chart astrologically. Vedic is the way. And I've done so much research before I put my ego aside because it was hard letting go of being a Sagittarius. In Western, I'm a Sagittarius. It was so hard to let go of that because my whole life I was like, Sagittarius, Sagittarius, Sagittarius. So I've done some serious research that has convinced me. It's like, okay, let's just accept the accuracy. I'm still a Sagittarius stellium in Vedic. Like, I'm still very much a Sagittarius. But it was hard to let go of Sagittarius sun. I don't know. A little bit hard. It's true. In Vedic, the sun is not even relevant. Your moon and rising is more important. When it comes to Vedic astrology, let's say, when you watch a Vedic astrologer, they will usually just talk about this, the moon and the rising that they tell you to pay attention to. Alright, let's see who's next. Ooh, we have 111. Capricorn. Capricorn, sun, moon, rising, or stellium. Let's see, whatever comes out for Capricorn, whatever you want to say, whatever message they need to hear. Ooh, I love that message for you, and I'll tell you why. There is someone here that was influencing your love life massively. Even if it's energetic, even if it's energetically, let's say you dealt with someone and you're no longer with them, but they still had like a hold on you. They were energetically blocking you from moving on or energetically blocking new people to come into your life. That is being removed. Now, I'll tell you why it is removed. Because this person is no longer able to have this grip on you. Meaning, they have something else that is keeping them busy. The universe has given this person a challenge of some kind or like a problem to solve. And that is keeping this person busy, keeping their mind off you, keeping the energetic attachment that they have to you. Like, it's kind of like detaching it. Because they are busy with a problem, they are busy with a challenge. So the universe is removing this person from your life so that you can have a life. If you are feeling any type of relief, or if you're feeling any type of, like, I can breathe again, things look bright again, it's because this bitch is being removed from your life. Forcibly, actually. Forcibly. Like, this does not feel like a choice. But I don't think this person knows that they're being forced out of your life. Most likely energetically. Like I said, even if you're not with a person, sometimes they have a hold on you energetically, refusing to let you go. That it actually influences your love life. This is in regard to love, so this is an X. But you will not have this problem anytime, like, in the future. Or maybe you are already feeling, maybe this is already happening like currently in your life, or it's going to happen in your near future, where you feel like a shift. Like, it's almost like something opening again for you. So, like, things suddenly seem brighter. Things suddenly seem like the world is full of possibilities again. it is this bitch, it is this bitch's energy that is being removed from your life. And I'm sorry to call them a bitch. Maybe they can't help themselves to be like so attached to you. You know, maybe you were that good of a lover. But nonetheless, they were holding you back from moving on, or preventing new energies to come into your life because they were holding space. It's like, this is my space. Don't come near Capricorn. This is my space. Now that they are forced to focus on something else, another problem, another issue that they have in their life, they're not focused on you anymore. Or will be. That could be your near future energy. And then the veil that was on you will be removed, and suddenly you will have so many options coming your way. New people being introduced, new energies coming into your life. You will even glow different. Your energy will seem different. Sometimes, I don't know if you know, but sometimes you can tell if a person is single or not by the look of them, by their energy, by the way they move. If you are someone that is spiritually aware, you can tell. You can tell. Sometimes if you're like, oh, okay, they are definitely not single. So your energy will shift. So for the ones that are actually aware, like if they notice these things, if they are spiritually aware, they can tell that you are no longer, you have a free space that they can enter. So you will glow different. Even if people don't understand it, your glow will be different. Your glow will be more inviting. You're not restricted anymore. And that is the energy that you will operate in, which is the Ace of Cups. So your heart will be open. It's like, welcome everybody. We are taking applications. Submit your application here, and we will get to you as soon as possible. That will be the energy, okay? All right, well, let's see what else you want to say about this. Wow, we have the Lovers. Capricorn, I want you to trust your intuition as you are choosing from these applications. So with all the applications that you will get, when I say applications, I mean people that will be like options for you. You know, you will have so many people come towards you, gravitate towards you, because you will glow differently, as if you are inviting new people to come in, energetically speaking, okay? So use your imagination. So your energy will be open, so there will be a lot of different people coming your way. You need to be able to discern. You need to be able to trust your intuition as you are choosing, because some of the options that you will have are a waste of time, and some, maybe even one of them, is going to be the Lovers. So you're going to have to be really aware, selective, pay attention. And I want to say trust your intuition. If you are someone that is intuitive, or that, you know, if you are someone that can tap into your heart space and trust your intuition, your gut feeling, blah, 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 please use that instead of using your logic. Because appearances can be deceiving, right? Like, I'm not talking about if they are attractive or not. I'm not talking about the physical appearance of someone. I'm talking about appearances in a way where how people move towards you. You could be thinking that someone is most compatible with you when really they're hiding something. They're putting on a show. Do you understand? So for these things to be noticed, you need to tap into your intuition to be able to see, like, oh, okay, there is something off about you. Even though everything looks good, it feels like there is something off about you. You need to pay attention to that. Between the lines, the energy of someone. Okay? Because that is how you're going to filter and get to this. You could end up with 2 people being the best option for you, or, you know, it could be 1 person. So it's not going to be all these people that gravitate towards you. It's going to be few that are actually good for you in the long run. Discern, discern, discern. Use your discernment and intuition. Alrighty. So we finished ether, fire, earth. We're gonna do air next. South Africa. All right, let's do air. Air signs. Are you ready? Aquarius. Aquarius, sun, moon, rising, or stellium. Let's see whatever comes out, whatever that needs to be said to you, whatever message that you need to hear. Let's see. Baby, looking good. I mean, ay, ay, ay. You could be already with this person, or this could be in your near future, because you're showing up actually as the 9 of Pentacles. So the possibility of this being future energy, yeah, take that into consideration. Because I see, especially if you are a single Aquarius, you will no longer be single. You will be taking off the market. Bye-bye, Aquarius. Bye-bye. And the reason why I say this, look at every single card. We have the Lovers, Ace of Cups, and the 9 of Cups. You will be very happy with this person, to say the least. To say the least, you will be very happy with this person. To say the least, I mean, what is better than happiness? This connection is going to be full of love. It's going to fill up your heart. And your heart will expand because it doesn't have enough space. You know, when you fill something up and it kind of like, it gets a little bit bigger, it'll expand a little bit. So this is gonna make your heart grow bigger. And at some point, your heart is gonna be overflowing with love and you don't even know what to do with it. You might be so loving. You'll be living in this kind of like a romantic movie without the twists and turns, and you will be sharing that love with everybody. You know, you could be walking down the street and say, good morning to everybody. It's a good day. Even though it's shitty outside, it's raining, it's windy, it's snowing. Do you understand? Your energy, your energy will be on the love frequency with this person. You're going to be overflowing with love with this person. And it's going to feel right on every level. It's going to feel good on every damn level. With the Nine of Cups, this is a wish fulfillment. This is not someone you settle down with and you're like, you know, I'm going to settle for this one because I don't really have options. No, this is a wish fulfillment. Meaning that this person is exactly the type of person that you want. And it will be reciprocated. It will be reciprocated. You both will feel the same about each other. Like usually you see connections where one person is doing all the work and at some point they become so depleted because they are the giver, giving. But because you both are going to give this love back and forth, you will never run empty. You will always feel like there is more because you give me some, I give you some. And we're building this home, this life together, and it's full of love. Honestly, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. So say goodbye to your single life. Say goodbye. Some of you could have met this person, but you know, it's still in the beginning. So it's still not decided if you are in a relationship or not. Like sometimes when you meet someone, you're not like right away committing, right? So you could be at that stage with that person, meaning that you've met, but it's still fresh. Or I am in your future energy where it's telling you, hey baby, you're no longer going to be single soon. You're going to meet someone here that is going to be the love of your life. No biggie, no pressure. No pressure. Let's see what else. Let's see what else you want to say. Yeah, you don't have to tell me twice. It could be a soulmate. I mean, especially with the Lovers and the High Priestess. They can have Pisces in their chart. I mean, Gemini is here also. But I'm more leaning towards reading it as an energy rather than a sign. So, Aquarius, baby, like this can be a soulmate. It can be, or even better, a twin flame. So the connection between the two of you is going to be effortless from the get-go. It's not going to be the type of connection where you negotiate. It's going to be, I want this, and they are like, yes, I agree. I want the same. And then they say something that they want. I'm like, yes, I agree. You know when people have like the same mindset and they connect. It's like, yeah, that's what I've been saying. You know, I'm so glad you said that because that's how I think. They could be saying things like you say in your own life before, like there is no way for them to even know that you say these things. Do you understand? Like sometimes let's say you say, I don't know, like I'm trying to find an example. I can't really think of an example right now, but let's say sometimes you say, it's a stupid example, but let's say sometimes you say to people, the sky is not really blue. The sky is more like a purple hue. And people are like, you crazy. No, it's not. It's blue as they come. And then this person will be like, you know what? The sky is not really blue. The sky is more like a purple hue. And you're like, what? That's what I say. That's going to be the type of connection you have with this person. Do you understand? It's almost like You are from the same source. This is why I say they could be a twin flame, because a twin flame is literally the same soul. The same soul that you split. It's a twin flame. It's looking good. You're gonna have a lot of fun with this one. I feel like you and this person are going to seal the deal. You're going to be in a serious relationship within a couple of months. And I say couple of months just to keep it like reasonable and realistic. But it could be even sooner than that. That you decide, okay, let's move in, let's be together, because there's no reason for us to slow things down or take things slow. You're going to have a lot of fun with this person. If you have any leftover feelings when it comes to an ex, when it comes to a past situation, you're going to get over that so fucking fast because this person is showing up in your life. If you have any doubt, you could be thinking, maybe I missed my opportunity with that ex. You will have no doubt when that person shows up in your life, you'll be like, oh, that's why this ex that I thought was meant to be is not meant to be, because I was waiting for this. So anything that was like bringing doubt about your past connections, and you could be thinking, maybe I messed it up, maybe I should have been more patient, maybe I should have tried harder. That's gonna go away with this person. There will be no doubt. Because this person is it. Okay. Alrighty. That was great. That was lovely. You can adjust the speed on the video. If it's too fast, too slow, you can adjust the speed. Hey baby, what you doing? Are you the building police? Excuse me, hey, hello? Are you the building police? Let people go and come as they please. It's like, who's that? I haven't heard those footsteps before. I don't know you. Identify yourself. Yes, my baby, yes, yes, okay. Bright, Kevin, your question is not very bright. You think I care about your skin color for me to read energy? What type of dumb question is that? And racist at that. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, your hair is everywhere, literally, Night. Your hair is literally everywhere. Look at the fluff. If you want personal readings, they are done on Sundays, not any other day. And they are not for free. So if you have personal questions, personal readings, they are done on Sundays. Stop being silly. I can't tell if you are a real idiot or if you're joking. You know, sometimes, like, I think maybe people are joking, but who knows? Maybe they are also serious. Stop being a silly goose. Right. Will you allow me to move on to the next reading? Your Highness? Will you? Will you? Hey, I'm talking to you. Hey. Hey. Hello. I'm talking to you. Will you? my pronouns are him, she, him, she, us, they. How about I call you it? I think that is more fitting. All right, let's move on. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Stellium. Let's see whatever comes out for you, Gemini. Whatever you need to hear, whatever message that you need to hear. Let's see. Gemini. Oh, that was interesting. Whoa, you have a bunch of cards here. Let me see. You have a Taurus here. This is an ex, Gemini. I see that this person is changing. And with them changing, realizing that they made a mistake by leaving. So you know, sometimes when people grow up, mature, realize that they've made dumb decisions in the past, right? And one of the dumb decisions that they're realizing is them disconnecting from you. So because this person is changing, they're realizing, oh shit, I messed it up with Gemini. I made a huge mistake. Because I do see regret. Now they are working through the regret, and I feel like this person is doing some type of shadow work. You know, when I mention shadow work, people freak out. They think it's some type of spell or some type of curse breaking. It's not. It's shadow work is basically facing the things that are limiting you from becoming your better version. That is shadow work. So it's not that serious, you know, like when it comes to the name shadow work, like it's not like it doesn't have anything spiritual attached to it. Anybody that brings awareness to themselves, correcting mistakes or developing on themselves or expanding, that is them doing shadow work, okay? So this person, because they are doing the shadow work, because they are realizing that, okay, it's time to change, it's time to evolve, it's time to become a better version of myself, they are also looking at the past and realizing that what they did with you was a huge mistake. So there is possibly a reconciliation here. I don't see it just yet. I'm going to pull more cards to see. But I'm only seeing the realization of them knowing that it was a mistake. That they should have stayed with you, that they should have had something more serious with you, no matter how serious it was between the two of you to begin with. Because this person is realizing that they want you in their life. And disconnecting was not in their favor. Especially if there are things that you told this person that they agree with right now. Do you understand? Like sometimes people will not listen to you because they don't want to listen to you, right? But then at some point later on in their life, they realize what you said was correct. and they should have listened to you. Especially if you said something that was going to help them, but they didn't listen. Now that they are doing the work, they could be realizing what you said was correct and I should have listened to you. It's like, ugh, I'm such a dumbass because I should have listened to you. You're correct. Okay. What else you want to say about this? They in fact believe that you two are a good match. So they are still in their thinking, okay? Because I feel like it's still in the air. There is no decision. When I say decision, I'm talking about them attempting reconciliation with you or not. Like, I don't feel like it's decided just yet. Because they are still in the analysis process. Like they're still analyzing, they are still kind of looking at the past and what happened between the two of you and the things that were said and the things that they didn't do or said to you. So they're still in that zone of thinking about it, remembering. I'm hearing it's not over, okay? So it's not over. Whether this person decides to attempt reconciliation with you or not, I don't see if it's gonna happen or not, because it's not showing me if they have decided, meaning that they're still thinking. But the connection is very much still alive, at least from their side of things. Even if you have moved on, I feel like most of you have not. But even if you have moved on, let's say you have moved on from this person, from their side of things, it is not over. Because their shadow work is taking them back to you. Their shadow work is taking them back to the past. So either they reconcile with you or attempt reconciliation, or they will come back to have some type of closure with you. Because in a way it feels like this person is being forced to go back in the past so that they can rewrite the past, so that they can be free in their current life, in their current work, this shadow work that they're doing. And you know, the past can be rewritten. It is not only the future that can be rewritten. It is not only the future that changes. It is also the past that changes. This is why when people talk about time is an illusion, because the past is not fixed. If you change your perception of the past has to change. Especially when it's agreed upon by multiple parties. Do you know what I mean? So let's say you perceive the past differently than this person, but because they changed their perception of the past for them changed, but for you it didn't. So you two will have different versions of the past. Do you understand? I mean, let's not go there, because I like to, I like to mention these things because I feel like some people need to hear it. But besides that, I feel like this person's shadow work is taking them to the past. And in that past is you. So I don't really see it just yet if they will decide to reconcile or not. But the possibility of that being, or it's possible for this to go to reconciliation. It's possible. Unless you don't want anything to do with them and they will have some type of closure with you. Because I see serious change, Gemini. So even the way that you see this person based on how they treated you in the past, they will not come to you with the same energy. We literally have the death card. This is death and rebirth. So they will change so much that you might not even recognize them anymore. Their character will be so different that when they talk to you, it will be a different vibe. It will be up to you if you want to give this person a chance or not. But they are not the same person. They are changing. in a good way, because some people do change to the worse. So I feel like this is to be continued. This energy is like, it's still in the air, it's not decided, but I feel like it's going there. It's going towards either reconciliation or closure. One of these two. Alrighty. Strong Scorpio energy, by the way. Strong Scorpio energy. I also see Pisces here. But you know, like, let me tell you something before I close this. They actually see that this connection was the most compatible connection. So thank you for the kisses. So Gemini, I do see that this person is realizing that you were actually the most compatible connection that they were in. And they were dumb enough to let it go. A lot of realization, a lot of changing, a lot of shadow work. Which is good. Especially if you want to reconcile with this person. The stars don't shine no more? They do shine. Maybe you need to clean your eyes. Good observation, Bridget. They do shine brighter, actually. I've been noticing more colors in the stars than before. You know, when they shine, they give off red, blue, yellow. I don't know about you. I mean, even if you, especially if you use your phone, if you use your phone and it has a good zoom in it, you will see all types of colors. They seem closer. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Some of them I've noticed, they seem closer. It depends also on your location, like where you are in the world, right? Because I've noticed that the moon looks closer and further in different countries. Like in some places the moon is like so huge. We're just gonna wait for this cutie to get enough scratches, and then we're gonna do Libra. Look at all this fluff. She looked at her fluff and now she's gonna chase it. Look. Don't you eat that. Stop licking. Stop licking your own hair. I don't want to have hair balls. Yeah, I love cats too. They're my favorite pet. Like Like, I like dogs, but I'm definitely more of a cat person. Libra. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Stellium. Let's see whatever comes out, whatever you need to hear, whatever message that Spirit wants to share with you. Libra. That's a weird ass energy. Someone you have in your life is talking shit about you to keep other people away from you so that they repel other people so that they are the one that can have a chance with you. So this person feels like there is competition. And in order for me to get Libra, I'm going to have to make sure that the other ones don't want Libra, so that I am the only one. Now, if I have to tell you how insecure this person is, I mean, do I even need to say it? Because this person wants like the whole thing with you. They want to spend the rest of their life with you. This is the Ten of Pentacles. But they are talking shit about you so that they can keep, so that they can make sure that not other people want you to, and then there is competition. Do you understand what I mean? Like they are eliminating the competition by gossiping or creating rumors that are not true about you to repel other people. So that they are the only one. You know, they don't have to compete for you. It goes without saying that this person is toxic as fuck and also insecure. Libra, even if you had no options, you shouldn't accept this person. They can have Gemini in their chart. Otherwise, I don't know how you will know, but Gemini in their chart. This person is so fucking insecure that they are talking shit about you. Do you understand? It's too audacious for my liking. It's like, what do you mean? Like they could be going around and telling, oh yeah, you don't want to be with Libra. Ugh, you think Libra is attractive? Oh, you don't want to, like they have STDs. For example, you know what I mean? Like they will be saying shit to repel others so that they don't have to compete for you. And you know what's interesting about this is that this person doesn't seem the type that is insecure. Meaning they could come across as confident because I see that they are attractive. But they are actually very insecure. And you know, a lot of people don't talk enough about how attractive people can be also insecure. Insecurity has nothing to do with your physical appearance. There are people that are very attractive but insecure as fuck. Because it's what's inside of you. Do you understand? It's what's actually going on inside of you that makes you secure in yourself or insecure. So just because someone is attractive does not mean that they are not insecure. Because what do they have to be insecure about? They are attractive. You know, like people when they look at themselves in the mirror, they don't see what you see. So even if you perceive them as someone that is attractive, oh my God, they might see themselves as an ugly piece of shit. You know, they could be looking in the mirror and there is hate towards themselves, even if they are a model, you know. Beauty standards at top tier. It means nothing. Okay? So I see that they are attractive but insecure as fuck. That they have to talk shit about you in order to secure you, in order to make sure that there's no competition and they have all the chances when it comes to you. This person thinks that they are clever as well. It's like when they came up with this idea of talking shit about you to make sure that no one is gonna come close to you, they're like, ooh, yes, it's a great idea. Like, you know what I mean? They're so proud of themselves that they came up with this. Okay, let's see what else. What else you want to say about this? Yeah, they're gonna make a move on you. Man, this person is so insecure. Like, they need to be locked up and evaluated by a psychiatrist. Like, they actually need to be looked out. They need to be studied. You know what I mean, Libra? They need to be studied because they're actually showing up as someone that could be a little bit mentally unstable. And I say a little bit to be nice. What a weird energy, because they are the type of person that will not try to prove themselves as worthy, but remove your options so that all you can see is them. Such a weird vibe. You know what this is reminding me of? This is reminding me of the types of people that will go out with people that are not so attractive or that are ugly by beauty standards so that they can seem the most attractive. And actually there was a psychological study that was done on this. People that go out in groups, let's say the most attractive one out of all of them will seem more attractive than they are to other people. So they are that type of person, you know what I mean? This person is like, let's say they go out with someone and they're like, ooh, yeah, that person is not well dressed and they aren't more attractive than me. So I'm going to go out with them so that I can shine. Do you know what I mean? Ugh, so fucking insecure. For example, if you are this person's friend, let's say you are well dressed and you look so freaking good, they will cancel, or they will be like, I'm not going to go out with you because you look better than me. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. So when it comes to you, Libra, even if the other options that you have are people that they can, you know, like, for example, let's say you have options, let's say 3 people, okay? Let's say you have 3 people, one of them is this person, okay? The other people, they have a chance, but, you know, they can easily win you over organically by showing you that they are the best of all of them, right? But this person is thinking, why even risk that? Why, if there is like a 5% that you could choose one of them, I need to get rid of them first. Like, this is the type of person that you hear about on the news, where if they find you cheating, they're gonna kill the person that you know. Now I know that can be a little bit exaggerated, but you know when people they have like crazy reasoning. You know when people have crazy reasoning? It's like if you ask that person that killed their partner's lover or mistress, they will be like, because I love them so much, I want to make sure that they will not go back to this person, so I killed them because I love them. Like, that is the reasoning. Do you understand? Like, they have this idea of, I need to eliminate, I need to remove them completely so that you can't cheat, or so that you are mine. Like, that is the reasoning. It's giving crazy. It's giving crazy. I'm just gonna say be careful. I'm just gonna say be careful. Don't be deceived by appearances, you know. Just because someone is attractive doesn't mean that they are not insecure. Pay attention to their character. And if you can, if you can find the source of the gossip that could be reaching you, try to find the source, because if you can find the source, it's gonna be coming from this one. Ay, ay, ay. They can have strong Gemini energy. They can have Gemini or Aries. Or both. That was giving psycho for sure. You are very sober. Have you been watching tarot readers that get drunk while reading? I've actually seen some people do that without mentioning names. Like, I personally don't think that you should be touching alcohol while connecting to energies and channeling. That's not how it works. Yeah, not just Tyler. I've seen others do it too. So we finished ether, fire, earth, air. We're gonna do water next. We just finished Libra. You will see all the timestamps after the live stream. Gear up. Are you the poet that frequents my channel often? Since YouTube is using handles instead of username, I can't tell if it's you or not. It's you? Hey baby. Her black dress is not sorrow, but strength stitched together. Every thread a memory. Every fold a prayer, she whispered for others before herself. Lovely. Hang on, I need to top up my juice. I need to top up my juice. Right. Okay. Water signs. Let's see water signs. Oh 0606 Pisces. Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, or Stellium. Let's see, Pisces. Whatever comes out, whatever message you need to hear, whatever Spirit wants to share. Let's see it. I don't know why I want to say it like this, but you need to kung fu this bitch out of your life. There is someone here you need to kick out of your life. Not just not like gracefully disconnecting, but you need to kung fu their ass out of your life. Let's see. Interesting. This is a known stalker. And I say known because you know that this person stalks you. And I'm not saying that you know that this person is stalking you because someone on YouTube or TikTok told you that you have a stalker. I mean, you know that this person is stalking you by seeing them on your street, or you caught them in a lie, or they said something that they are not supposed to know. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, sometimes when people reveal themselves, it's like, oh yeah, I know you just came from work. It's like, I did not tell you that I just came from work. How do you know that? I was like, oh no, I think you did say, no, I just assumed. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, you have caught this person stalking you. So this is a known stalker, and you need to actually take this seriously. If you think that this is just some harmless situation, I feel like if you have enough evidence, or if you took a picture of them being on your street or near your house when they have no business being there, if you have evidence, take it to the police, report them, get a restraining order in place. I feel like you need to make sure that this person stops this weird behavior. You know, Pisces, I do want to say, don't romanticize it. It's not a flex. It's not something that is like, oh, you know, they're stalking me. It's kind of cute. There's nothing cute about that. I feel like there's, you see how this person is being hosed away? You see how this person is being hosed away? You need to kung fu. I'm telling you, you need to kung fu their ass out of your life. I'm telling you. I don't know if this person is capable of doing something dangerous, or, I mean, you don't want to find out. Do you? It's like, if you catch them standing behind a tree, it's like, hose this bitch out of your life. Get out of here. Get out of here. Do you know what I mean? They can have Aquarius in their chart for you to know if this is your reading or not, I guess. But it goes without saying that this is a known stalker. You know that this person stalks you. You know for sure. This is not something yet that you're not sure about. Okay, so if this is your reading, it's your reading. If it's not, it's not. You know what's so weird about this? That this person is respected by many people, whatever that means. Like, I feel like if you were to expose this person because you have enough evidence, if you were to expose this person, I feel like a lot of people will be shocked that they are stalking you, that they are like, they have this weird behavior. They could actually lose their job, or even, like, for example, sometimes when people get in trouble and somehow the news reach their employer's like, this is like weird, for our company, we don't want that type of reputation in our company, we're letting you go. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like it could actually disrupt their life, and rightfully so, because what they're doing is not okay. Okay, let me see what else you want to say about this. Interesting. This person acts innocent. Like, they act innocent, they act like they are harmless, but actually they are twisted. This is reminding me, when you hear stories about, and obviously that is like a really exaggerated example, but that's what's coming to me. When you see on documentaries where the family or the friends of a serial killer, they say, oh, they always help the family, they are so kind, they are so generous, but they are actually a fucking serial killer. Like, they act like they are so innocent, so helpful, so sane, but this person is actually dangerous. Because they're showing up as the Seven of Swords. This is a person that is able to create a persona that makes other people feel safe around them. And you could be one of them. You could be thinking that this is just some harmless stalking. You know what I mean? You could be thinking, yeah, I know they're stalking me, but they don't look like the type that would do something crazy. Or they are not known, they are someone that is not going to do that. It's those ones that you have to be careful. It's those ones that look normal that you have to be careful about. Because I feel like this person can have a split personality, I feel like when it comes to this person's way of thinking, I feel like their motto could be, as long as I don't get caught, it is legal. Do you understand? Like, as long as I don't get caught, it's not a crime. So they could be stalking you. I mean, I say it could be, but they could be like thinking, because I'm stalking you, it's okay because I'm not caught. Or you kind of know that I'm stalking you, so it's okay. Do you understand? So if you have any evidence, I feel like you need to do something. Like, you need to make sure that you don't give them even the opportunity to think about doing something. Now, when I say doing something, it doesn't have to be actually dangerous to your life, but I don't suggest that you find out. It's like, let's not let it go there. Even if there is 1%, let's not allow it to happen. Because if there is anything that you can do to prevent, when people talk about prevention is better than treatment, prevention needs to be commenced. If you can prevent even the possibility of anything, any disturbance being caused by this person, do it. Because they have no fucking business stalking you like this. Pretending that they are normal, innocent, healthy, sane. They are not. They could have, like with this Two of Swords, it's kind of giving me split personality disorder. Or it doesn't even have to be that serious. They could be just someone that is a good liar. Someone that can be, you know, pretend so, and you know, which is giving a little bit mental illness, to be honest with you. Good liars are not normal. Do you know what I mean? Because we are not designed to be liars. So good liars, the ones that can actually believe what they lie about, they are not normal. There is something, there's a switch. So, I mean, I don't know. Do you want to find out? I suggest if there is something that you can do to prevent the possibility even from anything bad or even close to that from happening, do it. Protect yourself. This is not normal behavior. Do not romanticize this shit. Because I know online I see a lot of people romanticizing things like this. It's not cute. It's not, okay? It's a shitty energy. Even my energy is like, ugh. I don't want to read this anymore, you know? Like I said, they could have Aquarius in their chart. Okay, this kind of took a chunk of my energy. Let me put some sage down. Let me put some sage down. It actually took a chunk of my energy. I feel like I've been running. Let's sage this bitch out of my table, out of my place. Get the fuck out of here. Right. Whew. I need a moment. I need a moment. Yes, I know what you mean. Mahar. Ted Bundy. Yeah. That is part of the charm. That is part of the trick, right? Like, if you see someone that is scary, you will not, like, want to be close to them, right? So most of the fucking weirdos in the world are actually dressed as normal people. Keep that in mind. Like, most of the weirdos, even if they're not serial killers, even though I truly believe that they are serial killers that are not caught, right? So the ones that are normal, and if you are someone that judges people based on how they look, oof, you're gonna fall for it. The ones that look normal and they are like, you won't. The likelihood of you seeing someone that looks really scary and them actually being a serial killer is very, very slim. Because they want you to believe that they are innocent. They don't want to scare you away. Otherwise, they will hardly fall with victims, you know? It's going to be hard for them to find one. Yes, it's all about energy. This is why intuition is very important. This is why strengthening your intuition can literally save your life, especially if you are a woman. If you are a woman, you have no business not being intuitive. Right? If you're a woman, you have to be intuitive as fuck. For your own safety, because we do live in a world where, you know, women are at risk, right? attention. Wait, was Kishan Krishna trolling, or did I block you by mistake? wait, wait. I don't know if you were trolling or not. I'm sorry if I blocked you by mistake. I was blocking the troll and I thought you were trolling too. Oops. Was anyone paying attention? Was Kishan Krishna trolling or not? Yes, Aries is done. We only have Scorpio and Cancer left. All the other signs are done. Yeah, I've heard people falling in love with the serial killers. Oh, I know what you mean. It's fucked up. These women need therapy. If you are a woman that falls in love with someone that is like a killer, even if they are not a killer, even if they're just a criminal, and you find that attractive, you've been brainwashed because you've been watching too many movies that are romanticizing the villain. Okay, you've been brainwashed, or you've had a childhood where you were actually SA'd, molested by a piece of shit, parent, uncle, whatever, and that's kind of trauma. Your brain is romanticizing the trauma so that you can survive. So therapy, please, therapy. Whenever I see online, even when people watch movies and they're like, oh my god, he's so hot, I would let him like rape me, I would let him kill me. Get help, please, get help as soon as possible. I've actually seen this video of a woman that, have you guys heard it? This is a recent thing. There is this woman that traveled to Florida to get killed by someone because she has this fantasy of being tortured and killed. Can you believe it? Like, it's so fucking sad. Honestly, it's fucked up. It's fucked up. Like, imagine paying someone and you booking your flight to go get tortured and killed. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. And she was like such a beautiful woman. You would not even think that she's like... So sad. Yeah, I think I heard of that with a man. I think that man was someone that had the fantasy of being eaten alive. He was into cannibalism. And he went on the dark web and he had his dick chopped off by someone, and that dude was eating his dick in front of him while he was bleeding out, and he died. Crazy. Crazy. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to ask for help because you think that there is nothing wrong with you, right? Like sometimes I think if someone is crazy, how will they know? Maybe by other people saying that, oh yeah, you shouldn't want these things, right? But honestly, you guys, the movies are brainwashing people. You need to be really careful with the movies you watch. When you watch a movie, you have to switch on your critical thinking. If you are the type of person that watches a movie with no thought, if you are just watching a movie and thinking, you're just in this trance, and literally with all the subliminal messages and all the music that keeps you in trance, you need to be careful because you're being brainwashed. You have to switch on your brain when you're watching these things, because it will slowly turn your way of thinking. Who said cannibalism? It's called cannibalism. Clean your ears. Anyways, let's move on. 22703, Scorpio. Music also, I agree. Music. Alright, let's see Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, or Stellium. Damn, we went into the rabbit hole here after the Pisces reading. Scorpio, let's see. What do we have for you? Whatever message that needs to come out, whatever you need to hear. Let's see. This is so interesting because you have an ally. It's so interesting how I'm receiving this. You have an ally in enemy territory, whatever that means. You have an ally in enemy territory. They can have Libra in their chart. You have someone that is on your side, but at the same time they are also with people that hate your guts. Or it doesn't have to be people, it can be one person. Now, for some reason, this person is also in this group or is also with this person. So they hear this person talking shit about you. They don't necessarily agree, but they're like, I don't believe what you're saying about Scorpio. So your name is being mentioned here, either with one person or with a group of people. It could be like a friend group. You know what I mean? You know, for example, if there's like a friend group and one of them is kind of talking shit about you and the other ones join, there is one that is listening and thinking, you guys are all wrong. Scorpio is not like that. Or they could be actually speaking up. But I'm not really leaning towards this person speaking up, because this person is kind of like keeping to themselves. Or maybe they could have said something that is like, yeah, but how do you know that is true? In the attempt to talk sense into these people that are hating on you, or this person that is hating on you. Like, this person is on your side. Okay. All right, so what else you want to say about this? They could be attracted to you. At some point, this person will come to you and tell you about what's going on behind your back. At some point. And I feel like when I say at some point, I feel like it's not anytime soon. So, I mean, I guess this reading is kind of like FYI. FYI, you have someone here that is on your side. They are surrounded by people that don't like you, or a person specifically that doesn't like you. And they're saying shit about you, and this person is like, I don't really think that's true. So they either like, you know, from this ear and it goes out this ear, or if they are actually saying something, it's like, yeah, but I don't think that's true. You know? Something of that sort is happening here behind your back. You will hear about this, but I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. Like, you know, sometimes when you hear, for example, after some years, a gossip from someone that you've known, like, let's say 10 years ago or 5 years ago, let's say. And then someone will tell you, did you know that that person was like talking shit about you that many years ago? And you're like, really? Okay, what did they say? And they will tell you. Do you understand? You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't feel like it's an urgent thing that's going to show up in your life. What's with your messages lately, Scorpio? Like, your last reading was also about a bunch of people hating your ass. And this kind of energy feels similar. At least one of your messages from your last reading, right? So, okay, I mean, I don't know. Like, it feels like FYI. It feels like FYI. Yeah, the possibility of this person being attracted to you or even in love with you. I don't know if you know everybody here. Like, if this is a friend group, I don't think you know everybody here. You could know one person or two people out of this friend group or something like that. But I see that this person is on your side. It is possible that this person they have feelings for you. It is possible. Because they see you differently. And in a way, the things that they hear about you is actually making them like you more. So the things that they hear about you, because you are receiving so much hate from one person or a group of people, it's making this person like you more. It's like, damn, Scorpio has so much hate. They are so special. You know what I mean? You know, that is how they twist it. It's like, damn, you know, this person is so hung up on Scorpio. They must be that good or that special. Especially if this is a person that is an ex, for example. You know, it's making this person think like, oh, damn. Like, was Scorpio that good? That hard to get over? They must be special. It's actually making them like you more, have feelings for you more, see you as more attractive. I do see that this person that is your ally in enemy territory, I do see that this person is actually planning to take action towards you at some point. This feels like pending. Something's going to happen in regard to this energy sometime in your future. They could be like waiting for the right time, right place. Whether this is to reveal their feelings or to actually tell you what's going on behind your back. Or both. Okay, this person has Libra in their chart. Someone rising or stellium. Psych ward, maybe. Evan Thompson. Thank you, baby. That's so sweet to say. Rubin. Mi no hablo español, Rubin. Inglés. I don't speak Spanish. I don't know why people think I speak Spanish. What? Should I listen to Leo's reading if I'm a Virgo or Libra? I mean, Pauline, like, what do you mean? Do you have Virgo or Libra placement? If not, unless you feel drawn to look at the Leo reading for some reason, I don't know. Like, do you even need to ask me that? You're welcome, Lorna. Shahmira, hi. I appreciate you, baby. All right, so we have Cancer to do. All the readings or all the signs are done. So let's see. Cancer. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Stellium. I heard for tarot we should listen to the sign before ours. I don't know who told you that, but that's not how it works. Unless you are a cusp. Are you a cusp? Otherwise, you shouldn't be listening to the before and after. All right, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Stellium. Let's see. What messages or whatever that wants to come out, whatever message that is needed for you to hear. Whatever, let's see what Spirit wants to share. Cancer. We're starting with the Devil. So, bring your popcorn. Or not, maybe, because maybe this is, we'll see. This is talking about a situation that you find yourself stuck in. Possibly a romantic situation, but this can also apply if this is like a dear friendship that went to ruin. This is saying that you need to start healing. Instead of frying your brain over what happened between you and this person, you already know what happened. Cancer, you already know what went down. You already know. Now you need to move to the next step. You know those steps that they talk about when you lose someone that you love? They tell you anger, grief, whatever else, and then you start healing afterwards. I feel like you are at a stage where you know what happened. Maybe there is acceptance now. Or there should be acceptance. You need to go to the next step, wherever you are right now, because I see that you are stuck on this person, even though you have separated, and there is like a very clear reason why you should not be together. So acceptance should be already accepted. You know, the acceptance, if you are not already in the acceptance, you need to be reasoning with yourself. Every time you think about this person, you should be telling yourself, hey, Let's not like lose ourselves in thinking and frying my brain over something that I know very well because I was there and I know why it didn't work out. I know what went down. So I'm not going to go there again. I already know that I should move on with my life. Do you understand? Every time your brain takes you back to an obsessive way of thinking, where you try to find any other holes that you might not thought about before, and you're trying to create excuses or justification for what happened, every time you go there, stop yourself, go back to reasoning. Go back to, I know what happened, let me not try to change what happened so that I can create an excuse for me being stuck on this person. Do you understand? Because you're literally frying your brain over something that there is no need for thinking anymore. Like you don't need to think about this anymore. You need to stop, reason, accept, heal, move on. So wherever you are in these stages, especially if you are stuck in the acceptance, you need to reason with yourself so that you stop yourself from thinking and kind of like going into a spiral of trying to create a different narrative, even though you know very well of the outcome and how it happened. This is the devil energy. The devil energy is kind of like stuck energy, not wanting to move on even when you know you should move on. Now, there could be reasons why you are stuck on this person. Maybe they did you really dirty. It can be very hard to move on from something that hurt us, right? Because we are emotionally invested in that sense. That needs healing. But first, acceptance and then healing. This is also talking about if you feel moving away, like relocation, could help you heal better, faster, do it. So you don't have to heal in the same place where you got hurt. And most people do that. Like sometimes when you got hurt in a place, like a location specifically, you avoid this location or you relocate so that you don't have to constantly be reminded of what happened, because you're trying to move on with your life. So if relocation helps you, if you need to change your job, if it happened in the workplace, if it happened in this area where you live, changing it might help you move on faster. And it could help like processing easier. Because if you are trying to get out of something that you are addicted to, which is something toxic for you, let's say if you are an alcoholic, you should avoid going to bars for some time at least, until you are strong enough to not drink and also be at the bar. Do you understand? So do what feels right so that you can help yourself get out of it. It's almost like saying be your own friend. If you were your friend, if your friend came to you and said, I got hurt here and I can't move on, the first thing that you would do as a friend is to prevent them from experiencing the same thing again in that same location, right? So be your friend. Notice what is triggering you into going back so that you can prevent it. All right, let's see what else. Yeah, 3 of Swords. Especially if this bitch hurt you, Cancer. Like earlier we talked about, if trauma is so severe, we start to romanticize it so that the brain can survive because it's too much on the brain to handle. So if this person hurt you so much that you're thinking, I need to romanticize the reason why they did that to me, be careful. Because you could find yourself going back to the person that hurt you the most. Do you understand? Be careful. Don't romanticize this trauma. Don't. Because it's going to make you feel like you have feelings for them, or you don't want to live without them, even though they are the one that traumatized you and damaged you. You need to stay away. Stay away. Heal, and whatever that you have to do in order to heal, so that you are not stuck. We literally have the Eight of Cups twice. Eight of Cups is the energy of leaving, going on a different journey. And with the Eight of Cups in the original Rider-Waite is leaving cups behind, which is like to say, even if you have to leave a piece of yourself so that you can, so that the rest of you can survive. Do whatever you have to do in order to move on. Don't create excuses, because if you do create excuses, you will continue to be stuck. You will find reasons to be stuck. All right, I feel like I've said everything that I need to say here. You will find better. If you choose better in the future, if you pull out of this stagnation and heal and learn from this experience, you will choose better, find better in the future, especially if this is a love situation. This is not the end. Don't let it be the end. Okay? Alrighty. Yeah, toxic memories and toxic situations from the past can actually kill you. They did this study that heartbreak is actually deadly. Heartbreak can actually kill people. Maybe slow death, but it's still dangerous. All right, you guys, that is all the signs. Today, it's only going to be all signs, so I don't have other readings for you today. But I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. I'll see you later.